So, shout out to Joe Goodberry. He posted this today. But this is how Pro Football Focus ranks the offense right now and defense for the Cincinnati Bengals at this moment in time. They just re-signed Drew Sample. He's not a starter, so these are just starting players. Obviously, after this draft, there will be some newer starters on this roster. Whoever they take at pick 28, whoever they pick in the second, third round will most likely become starters too. But at this moment in time, they also do have Collins in there. Obviously, he won't be healthy for week 1 of next season. He is coming off an injury, so it would technically be the right tackle would be Jonah Williams, or it would be Cody Ford. But at this moment, starting off right away, the quarterback, they have him ranked first out of 39 quarterbacks with a 92 overall grade for Joe Burrow. And I think this is a great grade. I would give him, honestly, a 97, but based on their metric system, it's going to be a 92. And I think that's perfectly fine for, honestly, how good the guy is, right? Joe Mixon is ranked at 80.8, which, to be honest, makes a lot of sense. It's not a reason why a lot of people are saying that Cincinnati is going to cut him. Outside of his legal problems, outside of his off-the-field antics, it really comes down to, and I say out-the-field antics, this was only 2 different situations where he was accused of something. But, again, like I said before, a team, if they have a reason to cut you already because you're coming off a bad season, anything off the field can lead to you being cut, even if you were innocent, guilty, whatever, right? If it's causing drama, you're done. They give him an 80.8 after coming off a really kind of sluggish last season. Obviously, injuries didn't help, and Samaje Perine really took off last season. But with that being said, 80.8 overall grade at running back. For wide receivers, an 83.9. Ranked 10th out of 113 receivers for Jamar Chase. I think that's really, in all honesty, bullcrap. I think he should definitely be ranked within the top 5, and I would probably give him a ranking of 90. The guy was injured last season, still finished with 1,000 yards. I would easily put him in 90, but I'm not going to argue too much. 83.9 is just more fuel to the fire at the end of the day, to give him more amped up. T got a 79.4, a 20th among 113 wide receivers ranked. That's, again, like I said before, another absolutely stupid rank. The guy finished his 3rd season in a row with 1,000 yards. He's an absolute monster receiver. Honestly, a 1A, 1B with Jamar Chase, I would easily put him top 15, but again, it is what it is. Here's the first area of need according to Pro Football Focus. It's going to be wide receiver Boyd. Tyler Boyd, right? And Tyler Boyd going into his last year of his contract, since he still has not extended him, given him a new contract, none of the above. So the idea is you're going to draft a receiver very late this year in the draft. That receiver could possibly take over for Tyler Boyd and become the 3rd receiver in this offense moving forward, right? Obviously, if that does not work out and you want to bring back Tyler Boyd, you bring him back on a team-friendly deal and you have him for another 3 or 4 seasons. But if you can't, let's say, for example, someone else, the rookie you draft, ends up blossoming, then Tyler Boyd's gone, you let him go, right? You don't trade him, you just let him walk. Could you trade him by mid-season next year if possible, but you let him walk. So they have Irv Smith at a 56.4 grade. He's ranked 54th out of 73 tight ends. This was one of their, not big free agent signings this offseason, but definitely a significant offseason signing. And this is why they did sign him to a low contract, is because of his history with injuries. Irv Smith, on paper, can be one of the best tight ends in the league. But the problem is a couple things. Dropsies and injuries. And those things have derailed his career. He's a good tight end, but he needs to get those two things, situated. And dropsies Well, we can get those situated. It's not hard. You can fix that in the summer. Injuries, you can't. And it's a thing that has ruined so many NFL players' lives, so many NFL players' careers, is injuries. I've said this before and I'll say it again. This draft class we're going into is absolutely amazing. There's no way in any universe Cincinnati is expecting Irv Smith to be the only tight end or the only real startable tight end on the roster when week 1 of next year hits. It's very possible they take 1 or 2 tight ends in this next draft on the 27th. If that's the case, then Irv Smith will be the starter. But let's say they take a tight end, the 28th overall pick. Irv Smith might find himself as the second string tight end very quickly. Irv Smith has been very vocal that he thinks he is that piece that will put Cincinnati over the top and give them a best chance of going and win the Super Bowl. I hope that is the case. But again, Cincinnati is not going to, count all their eggs before they hatch here. They're going to put as many good pieces as possible in the system. And if Irv is that next oomph that pushes them over that, that's just a bonus to that. Now, for offensive line, they ranked Orlando Brown 19th out of 81 tackles with a 75.4 overall grade. If he was still in KC, they would have him ranked. Still in KC, they would have him ranked in the top 10. I'm not going to look at this grade and say anything else. Volson is a 65th out of 77th ranked guard, which is a 53.3 grade. There has been a lot of talk to them looking to sign someone in free agency, looking in the draft for a possible replacement for Volson, or just figure out something to kind of, maneuver it around. I think Volson is he's a piece. He's a piece. But you could move on from him. Teddy K, 65.1 overall grade, a 15th out of 36 overall grade for center. He's exactly what his ranking is. He's a pretty average guy. I don't think he's the best center in the world, and I don't think he's the worst center in the world. He's pretty average. And that same thing goes with Kappa here with 22nd ranked out of 77. It's very much just really average center and right guard, which is fine. Left guard you could look at in the draft. Right tackle, the position that really is the position we have to talk about. Because this is where they could go the 28th overall pick. This is where they could go in the second round, the third round, the fourth round, the fifth round, so on and so on. They signed Cody Ford to a league minimum contract, and he obviously probably never sees the light of day. But they also went ahead and moved Jonah Williams to right tackle, and he requested a trade. Looks like at this moment in time, he might just play right tackle and get over himself, which is good. But I said this before and I'll say it again. I believe how they're going to work this if you're Cincinnati is you take a right tackle in the draft. Maybe not a 28th overall pick. Second, third round, possibly too. You then have him be the backup to Jonah week 1 in the season. You tell Jonah, listen, we need you to play right tackle so that the rookie can, go in behind you and learn how to play right tackle. You're not going to be the right tackle the whole entire season, Jonah. If you are playing really good at right tackle, let's say the rookie's playing really good and blossoms, he gets the starting job, we're going to cut Collins, and you'll be the backup. Or we could have Collins as the backup, and we'll trade you. If the rookie is failing and flopping, Jonah, that's your starting job then, and you're going to be a starter until Collins comes back. And then you guys will compete rotationally for who becomes the right tackle. I think that's kind of how they're going to go off that position. For defense, they have Cheeto at a 69.9. He's coming off injuries. I'm not concerned about that. 67.1 for Hilton. I think is disgusting. Taylor Britt, who was one of the second, I think he was like a top 5 cornerback last year when he played. Obviously did not play the whole entire year. He is a rookie. 64.5. Again, he hasn't had many play time, so I'm not really scared about that. Henderson is ranked 15th out of 119 for edge rushers. Let's be honest. The Cincinnati Bengals came in at 28th ranked for getting after the quarterback last season. So this is nothing new to us. Hubbard, 69.9, 42nd out of 119 edge rating grading. The 31.5 right here is, I believe that's the guy that they just picked up, Carter. The guy from the Cowboys, right? No, this is Zachary Carter. Never mind. He's a football defensive tackle. He was a third-round pick in 2020, so a rookie. I'm not really concerned about that. DJ Reader, 85.2, 6th ranked defensive tackle, absolute god tier. BJ Hill, 68.7, which is 37th ranked, not bad. Jermaine Pratt, 11th ranked middle linebacker, 78.4. Logan Wilson, 74.6, 16th ranked middle linebacker, not bad. Dax Hill and Nick Scott are going to be the two liabilities for this upcoming season, but I think those liabilities can turn into absolute heroes and monsters. By the way, Nick Scott's going to be double zero. If you guys did not see, he will be double zero for this upcoming season. Those are going to be the two question marks, and we're going to find out how good they actually are. Dax Hill has not had much play time at all. That's why he does have 2 dashes next to his name, because he has not had as much play time to really give him a grade. Nick Scott really never got the chance to become a starter until the last 2 seasons, and he did blossom very well in the last 2 seasons. I know his grades aren't going to reflect that, but for what he has done in his last 2 seasons, he's really showing that he's an up-and-coming star. I'd say in this draft, this is what I said before, is that in the 28th overall pick, you're either going tight end, you're going tackle, you're going corner, or you're going edge rusher. But if Bijan Robinson's available, you take him, obviously. But those are the positions of the 28th overall pick. Second round, you're going tight end, you're going corner, you're going tackle, you're going edge rusher, or you're going safety. Third round, you're going running back, tight end, edge rusher, defensive lineman, safety, tackle. The rest of the picks, you're going whatever best available is on your draft board. This team's going to be magical next season, guys. This team is going to be something else. It's a team of destiny. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.